really the biggest crisis that we had to deal with was the budget. Now, if you remember kind of before the session, it got up to about $27 billion was the estimate at its highest point. It was bad, but it wasn't quite that bad. So we worked on it, and through some cuts that had to be made, and some little accounting tricks that I don't necessarily agree with, we cut that budget down to $15 billion. So we only had a $15 billion budget by reducing the size of government and cutting government spending and not raising your taxes. Another thing we did in the budget, which I am very, very proud of, in previous budgets you had upwards of $60 million of your taxpayer dollars going to fund abortion clinics. There's a group of us, about 12 to 15 of us, that said that's just wrong. Make sure you fund education properly. And it's not necessarily the amount of money right now, it's how we're allocated. There is such a huge discrepancy between school districts all across the state. And your zip code shouldn't depend, the quality of your education shouldn't depend on your zip code. A lot of people. I know how to manage people, I know how to manage money. It's what I do for a living. If, I think I'm certainly not a politician. I care about our rural communities. I care about rural Texas. I care about ag. I care about the oil and gas sector, and yes, I care about wind and water. If I'm elected, I'm going to be a very strong voice for our values. But what I am going to do is, I don't see any way with 4 votes not to be friends with the guys south of I-35. We have to have friends in the I-35 corridor, or we just beat our head on the wall and get nothing accomplished for rural Texas.
School funding is going to be a big deal next time. We're already hearing that we may be $6 billion short in our funding. I don't know about every agency, but I do know that the one the best, the Texas Department of Agriculture, took a significant impact in their budget. All the regulatory agencies now have to be fully funded by your dollars. Remember that elected are good guys, but with no seniority, it's much different than when Pete Laney was speaker, and almost every member of the Panhandle South Plains was a chairman. We have Smithy from Amarillo is the only chairman now that Rick Hardcastle is gone, and every other district as it's grown, we have no chairman in the Panhandle South Plains. So over the next 20, 30 years is going to be the water issues. And if I get a chance to go back, the strength I have in the legislature in that issue is going to be beneficial to our area.